morning. Namaste. Welcome to Yoga with Lisa SXM, coming to you live from home. This is my home, my spare bedroom. And here we are again every Tuesday and Thursday. You can find me live, and the old videos are still on the page. Anybody can enjoy them, use all or part of them as suits you and as serves your needs. So thank you for joining me, and let's start today with just a gentle neck roll. We're going to just release the back of the neck and let the head drop forward. Let your back be straight though, shoulders over the hips. Just let the neck relax and the head hang forward. We often start this way because the neck is so sensitive, and we just want to make sure that it's released before we get into any other moves. So we're just going to move the chin left and right along the collarbone a few inches. Take your breath in and out as you move left and right. And then maybe slow the movement down and deepen the breath. Maybe widen it just a little bit. Slow it down even more. And let your breath be really long, slow, deep, full inhalations and exhalations. Let yourself connect with your true self here. Quiet the mind. Let's come back to the center. Round the back and slump the shoulders. Hey, good morning, Audrey and Matt. No, we don't want that. Okay, round the back, slump the shoulders forward, let the head be heavy. Take your dominant hand, if you're right-handed, your right hand, reach back, and just give your neck a massage. Squeeze and release down towards the shoulders, up towards the base of the skull. Maybe take both hands now, put them right at the crest of the shoulders, and drag from back to forward, the fingertips down into the muscles from back by your shoulder blades, reaching back over the top towards the front. And just do whatever feels good right now. Give yourself that gentle massage to the shoulders and neck. Slowly straighten the back and lift the face. Thank you. Namaste. Let's lift the hands up overhead. Breathe in. Stretch up as tall as you can. Look up. Wiggle those fingers. Reach for the sky. Reach up. Breathe in. Exhale, bring the arms out to the side, and scoot the camera back just a little bit. See if we can do some ocean waves with our arms, or as they call it in belly dancing, snake arms. So imagine that you're really working all through the arms and shoulders. Fingertips, wrist, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingertips. Breathe. And let's let those ocean waves become even bigger, way up and way down. Breathe. Let the body sway over with the arms, almost like palm trees blowing in the breeze. A little side stretch. Breathing deep. Enjoying the movement. Smile. Come up, and let's reach the arms back and forward. Crisscross them in front. Alternate which arm comes on top. Breathe. Awesome. Stretch the legs out. Pulling the flesh away from your sitting bones. Flex your ankles, point your toes, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and hold it. Sit very, very tall now. Reach up, bring your arms right overhead. Reach up and breathe in. Tall, tall, tall. Reach as high as you can. And bring it back down. Let your hands come to rest on your thighs and round your back. Look down towards your hips, towards your belly button. Release your back, release your neck, release your shoulders. Beautiful. Let's bend the right knee and bring it in. Put the heel close to the hip if you can. If not, you can put it out anywhere. And we're going to bring the arm in front and reach down beyond the straight leg. Reach as if you're trying to reach something just beyond your feet. Maybe you can imagine some kind of basket of fruit there and you're going for the banana right at the top. Reach. Look down so your neck is straight. Breathe deep. Keep reaching. Beautiful. Hands to the floor. Push yourself up and bring that heel up to your elbow. And hold your leg and your arm like a baby. Rock the baby. Keep breathing. All right, grab onto that big toe with 2 fingers and reach it forward, pull it way back. Reach it forward, pull it way back. Reach it forward, pull it back, and reach it forward. Put it down. Sit tall again, flexing your ankles. Reach up, breathe in. As high as you can. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, bring the hands down to rest on the thighs. Round the back, drop the head. Beautiful. All right, let's bend the other knee. Bring that heel in close to the hip or wherever is convenient for you. See if you can get your elbow on the inside of your knee and even your shoulder on the inside of your knee. And reach your arms out beyond your straight leg, beyond the toes, looking down at your legs so your neck is straight. Reach and breathe. Keep reaching, keep breathing. Beautiful. Hands to the floor, push yourself up, and let's bring that heel in towards the elbow of the opposite arm. And wrap your arms around that leg like a baby. Rock the baby. Let all your stress dissipate. Beautiful. Let's take the foot into grabbing the toes with 2 fingers, the big toe, and reach it forward. Bring it way back. Reach it forward and way back. Remember, as we go through our exercises today, if it's difficult for you, if you feel sensitivity or pain or awkwardness, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You can modify it to be beneficial to you. So always listen to your inner yoga teacher that tells you what's right for you. You may modify at any time, in any way, as long as it benefits you. Don't overdo anything. Don't reach beyond your limits. And don't judge yourself for not being able to do what I'm doing or what you might have been able to do at a younger age. So just be appreciative of this body that you have, this gift, whatever state you find yourself in. Be grateful, and you will improve. You will feel better at the end of your yoga, and just be happy. Keep breathing. All right, let us go into cross-legged seat. And we're going to just do some spinal twists here, nice and gentle. Right hand to left knee, left hand to the ground behind your left hip. And sitting tall, lengthen through the spine, looking over the left shoulder. Turn, gazing backwards as much as your body wants to twist right now with gentle breath. And when you're ready, unwind. One hand to each knee. Round your back, look down. Arch your back, look up. Round your back, look down. Arch and look up. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Come to straight and tall. Left hand to right knee. Right hand to the ground behind your right hip. Sitting tall, look over your right shoulder and breathe gently. One hand to each knee. And let's bring the legs out. We're going to have a little space between the feet, just a little wider than your hips. And everything is loose in the legs. You can flip and flop them back and forth for a moment here. Hands come in between. Reach forward, find your caterpillar pose. You can put your fingertips in the soles of your feet if you want. Round your back and drop your head. We're going to stay here for 10 breaths. Don't rush it. Don't be anticipating the next move. Stay with where you are right now and breathe. Everything is soft, everything is heavy, everything is relaxed. If any thoughts come into your mind, just let them drift away. Stay with your breath. Stay with your body's sensations. Listen with love to what your body says to you right now, and keep breathing. When you're ready, walk your hands back up towards your hips, and let's go ahead and scoot down onto our back side. Knees bent, heels kind of close to your hips, arms out to the side wherever they're feeling most relaxed and comfortable. Just take a moment to settle into this pose, feeling equal weight on both hips and both shoulders. Back of your head, backs of your arms, your heels, your toes. Notice that you've got a little arch in your lower back. That's normal, that's natural, that's a natural curve of the spine. But for right now, we're going to try and tilt the pelvis and push the lower back down into the floor. Squeeze the belly in. Keep breathing. And then release, relax. Both knees drop to the left. Just relax the hips, relax the mind. Let your breath be deep and full, deep into the belly. Come up over to the other side now. Just relax, keep breathing. Knees up. Let's tilt the pelvis again, squeeze the belly in, push that lower back down into the floor. Push it pretty hard. Down, down, down. But keep breathing and try to keep the pressure you're building out of your chest and arms. Keep it just below the belly button. Down into the floor we go. Squeeze in. One more big breath. Squeeze down and release. Bring the knees to the chest. Hands come to the knees. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze in and release. Squeeze in. Release. Let's cross the right knee over the left and bring both knees to the left, to the floor. You're still looking up at the ceiling, or you can, if you want, turn your head the opposite direction of your knees. Whatever feels good to you right now. Arms can go to whatever pose feels awesome. Spinal twist. Ask yourself, are you relaxed? Ask every portion of your spine, are you 100% relaxed? If not, why not? Try to let go. Legs back up, and we are going to cross the knees the other direction. Adjust the arms the other way and drop both knees to the right. You can look up at the ceiling, or you can look the opposite direction of your knees as you like. And breathe deep and relax the spine from tailbone all the way to the neck. It takes trust to relax. You have to trust yourself that it's okay to let go and let gravity pull you down. Imagine your whole body is made of warm cheese or warm butter, and it's just melting down, sinking down into the floor. Let everything go. Breathe deep. Stress is a killer, right? Stress will get you every time, so this is your chance to let it go and let healing breath, healing energy into the body. Go to those places that are normally clinched, holding, ready to fight or flight. Right now, we're just going to breathe and release. Cross the legs, roll onto your back, and let's see if we can bring the soles of the feet together and open the legs out into a diamond shape. Arms come up into a surrender pose. Release everything in the hips and belly. If this is not comfortable to you, if you feel like the tension on your inner thighs is too much, you have options. You can use a pillow under your knees, or you can just put your legs out in a comfortable position that allows you to relax. Diamond legs or reclined cobbler. Nice. Bring those knees up and back to the chest. Hands come to the knees. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze in and release. Squeeze in and hold, 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 hold. Strong arms. Hold those knees into your chest. Allow the knees to widen out if you want to. And then bring it back in. Let's reach the legs up into the air and the arms too. Circle your ankles, circle your wrists. Change direction, circle the other way. Keep breathing. Change again. And change again. Flex the ankle and the wrist. Straighten the legs if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. And point. Bring the toes into a point like a ballerina and the hands all the way over like a bird's head, flamingo or egret, sandpiper, and back and forth a few times, breathing deep. Flex and bring it down. Elbows to the floor, knees to the chest. Push up and point. Flex and bring it down. Push up and point. Let's do it about 10 times now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your legs down. Arms can go wherever feels comfortable. Legs open out, just a little bit separate. Toes flop outward. Let's do the 3-part yoga breath here. Deep belly, diaphragm, chest. Chest, diaphragm, deep belly. So we breathe in through the belly, through the nose to the belly right now. Then the diaphragm through the nose, and the chest widens out, expands. Exhale, chest, diaphragm, belly. Keep it going. Just let your breath return to normal. Let your mind drift. Close the eyes. See patterns inside your eyes. Explore those patterns. Drift in and out among the pattern, the colors. I'm going to roll over onto one side. I'm going to roll on my left side. Head comes to rest on the shoulder, or you can use a pillow under your arm. And the knees are bent and stacked. Hand rests on your hip. Once you're ready, the top arm is reaching out through the fingertips. Fingers spread wide. Take that top leg and reach out through the heel. Breathe in and lift. Slowly. Find your full range of motion, whatever it is, and sink down to the floor. Hand comes to the hip. Exhale. Breathe in and lift. Exhale and drop it down. Breathe. This should be meditative. This should be very relaxing, but also very connected to breath. Two more, real slow, breathe. And now take that top arm, reach it back, elbow goes as far back as it wants to go, and the knee comes forward, the knee is bent, and then we switch. Oh, arm comes forward, knee goes back. Breathe deep. Let's bring the knee forward and drop it to the floor in front of your chest. Open your chest to the sky, arms out like a capital letter T. And again, you can look up at the ceiling or you can turn your head to the opposite direction of your knee. If this is not comfortable for you, adjust so you can relax. return back to the fetal position, the side resting pose. If you feel like you want to massage for that muscle in the thigh and in the buttock, you can massage with your hand, or you can make a fist and pound, getting into the deeper tissue. If you've got issues in your tissues, this is a good exercise for relieving that. All right, bring that hand to the floor in front of your chest and push yourself up. Now let's go on to the other side. I'm not very organized right now. Give me a break. All right, I think I got it. Head resting on the arm or a pillow. Knees bent and stacked. Just sink into the pose. Really feel comfortable in this position. Let me take the hand out, reach through the fingertips. It's wide, wide hand. Take the top leg out, reach through the heel, and bring them up and back down. Breathe in and lift. Exhale, drop it down slowly. Let this be meditative, connected to your breath. Two more, very slow. Back to side resting pose, relax again. Bring the elbow back as far as it wants to go and the knee forward and switch. It's like a slow motion runner's movement on half of your body. Breathe. Two more. All right, let's bring that knee forward and to the floor in front of your chest. Bring the arms out, chest opens to the sky, arms out like a letter T. Relax and breathe deep. Let any stress in the body dissipate. That's my word of the day if you hadn't noticed. Ready, come back to side resting pose and massage that hip. And in front of your chest, push yourself up to seated. And we're going to come onto our knees here. Sitting on your heels. Hands to prayer pose. If this is not comfortable for your knees, put a pillow under your knees or under your hips, wherever you need to have a little bit of softness there. Lift through the spine and bring your heart forward, shoulders back. Imagine your radiant heart shining love forward and out in all directions. Put a smile on your face. Breathe deep. Do some bowing and breathing. So bring the chest down, forehead to the knees, and then up. Inhale. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, come up. If you need support, you can put your hands on the floor or on your knees for a little bit of support pushing up. If you can do it through the strength of your torso, do that. And don't let the arms do all the work. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. And come up. Let's do the curled toes. I'll turn sideways. You can see what the toes are doing. Curl those toes under. If you really can't do this or don't want to, I understand, because it's very spicy in the feet. But if you can, it's actually really healing for the feet and ankles and toes. And if you've got any kind of plantar fasciitis or heel spurs, this is a really healing posture. And while we're doing it, we'll try and keep our mind off of the feet. If you can't do it, just come back and sit on your heels in this position. So I'm going to try and do it, and we're going to put the arms out to the side, bring them forward, cross the elbows, and wrap the forearms, fingertips into the palm of the hand, lift it up, and gaze towards your elbows, the inner crease of your elbows there. It's almost like a little triple junction right in front of your eyes. Breathe. Open the arms out and cross them the other way this time. Eagle arms, this is called. One more breath. All right, come on to hands and knees and just wiggle those ankles behind. Wiggle your toes, point and flex the ankles a little bit, give them a shake. All right, come into table position. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Fingers are spread wide, fingertips pressing down into the floor. And of course now we're just going to do the cat and cow. So arch it up and sway it down. Drop the head, drop the tailbone, arch the back up, exhale. And then we come to flat back, and then we lift the face and lift the tailbone, let the middle of the back sink down, and inhale. Remember, we don't want to scrunch up the neck and shoulders, so don't scrunch and collapse. Keep pushed away, strong. And keep moving with your breath. Move the camera a little farther away, but you keep doing your cat and cow while I adjust my camera. All right, come back to a flat back. Turn your toes under, and we're going to lift the hips up and drop the head down onto our downward dog. Put your feet wherever it suits you, and then lift the hips back, dropping the head between the arms down towards the yoga mat. Push away with your arms, lengthen through the spine. And if your knees are bent, that's okay. If your knees are straight, that's also okay. And right now we're just going to bend one knee and flex an ankle up, flex a heel up, and then switch sides. Walking the dog, they call this, and let your hips move left and right. Let's walk the feet together, zip those feet together. Bring the big toes touching. Put all your weight on your right foot and let the left foot just hang. And if you want, you can take that left foot and point to the wall behind you or the ceiling above you, three-legged dog. Bend the knee and open, bend, and kick out. A few times more. And then bring the leg down. Let's switch legs. All the weight on the left foot, right foot hangs out. Just let it hang for a moment. If you want to, you can bring the leg up, pointing behind you or above you. Three-legged dog on the other side. Bend the knee, kick it out, bend and kick. It's not really a hard kick, it's just straightening your leg. All right, bring it down. Let's bring the knees to the floor and return to sitting on the heels. And let's find our child's pose. Forehead down to the floor in front of your knees. Round your back. Hands can be by your feet, palm up. And slowly rise up, letting one vertebrae at a time stack on top of the one below it. Lift your heart, squeeze your shoulders back. And let's put the hands behind the tailbone. Interlock your fingers back there and squeeze the arms straight. If you can't do that, I need to get a belt in here, but a lot of times we use a belt or a strap or a scarf if you can't manage to get your arms straight when your hands are clasped. Squeeze the shoulder blades is the main thing here. Squeeze at the top of your shoulder blades, right at the base of your neck. Really compress right there. Close your eyes, feel that squeeze, and breathe deep. Now slide the squeeze down to the middle of the shoulder blades, right behind the shoulders, and squeeze right there. Concentrate and breathe. And if you can go deeper and lower, squeeze lowers down at the base of your shoulder blades. And then slide the squeeze up and down. Lift your face and bow your head. Breathe. Keeping the arms just like that, bowing down, bring your forehead to the floor and let the arms drift up into the air. If you choose to, you can come up onto the top of your head and let the arms come over almost all the way to the floor. Sit back on your heels, rise up and release your arms. Bring your arms in front, give yourself a hug. Sway a little bit. Notice which arm is on top. Let's open and crisscross the other way. Walk your fingers behind the shoulders a little farther. Sway a little bit. We're going to bring those elbows up in front of our eyes and up higher, higher, higher. Unwind the arms. Bloom like a tulip blooming. Open up to the sky. Breathe in. And bring the arms all the way down. Let's find a straddle sit. Now remember what I told you, if you can't do what I'm doing, my legs go pretty wide out because I've been doing this a while, but everybody's different and you should still be grateful for what flexibility you have, honor your body, and you'll have more flexibility if you keep with it. So now we're just going to pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Flex the ankles and point the toes. I know my feet are out of the screen right now, but flex and point your toes. And then relax your feet. Sit tall, reach the arms straight up, reach up and breathe in. Bring the hands in front to the floor. And we're going to look over the shoulder. You can bring the opposite shoulder down in front a little bit and push back. Breathe in. Exhale, look over the other shoulder and push back. Breathe in. Back and forth. Three more on each side. Take your time. Back to center, bend both elbows and look down at the floor between your thumbs. Push back, breathe in. Exhale, bend your elbows, look down. Push back, breathe in. One more time, come down and push back. Walk your hands back in, bring your body out and up. Reach your arms out and up overhead. Stretch up, reach up. Take the right hand down and watch it as it drifts down. You can let it come underneath your belly and over we go as if your right ear is coming close to your right knee. Stretch through the side, the hip, the side, the ribs, the armpit, all the way to the fingertips. And then we cartwheel or windmill the arms around the other way, and here we go. Feel that stretch from the hip, the waist, the ribs, the armpit, all the way to the fingertips. Let's do it again. Other side. And up and over. And up. Arms up, breathe in. And bring it down to prayer pose. Stay with your breath here. Long, slow, deep, full breath. Relax through the feet. Feel the back of your legs and the back of your knees all the way to your hips and to your root chakra. Everything connected to the earth. Bringing energy into the body from the earth. As you breathe, beautiful oxygen coming in and the earth energy and the air energy mixing within, giving life. Bring your hands to a clasp position here. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Breathe in and out. And then open your hands up as if you're holding a tray. Bring it forward and back. Elbows way back. Squeeze the shoulders back. Squeeze the elbows back. Lift the face. Bring your heart forward and lift. Hold your tray out way in front. Little fingertips touching, thumbs pointing way out to the side, fingers spread wide. Inhale big. Exhale, bring it back. One more time. Hands to the floor again. Bend those elbows. Look down between your thumbs. Push back. Bring the feet together. Butterfly sit. Let the knees sink. Or put supports under the knees, pillows, books. Or hold it with your hands if you have to. That's impossible for you to just let your knees be suspended there, sinking down through their own weight. Your heels can be out or close in, as you like. Bring your hands to wrap around your toes and lift your heart, shoulders squeeze back, lift the top of the head up, 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 knees down, down, down. Breathe deep. And look down at your feet and bring your hands to open your feet out like a book, and then close the book, open the book, close the book, open the book, close the book. Bring your knees up, arms wrap around your knees, and just let your head drop down in that space between your knees and your chest. Close your eyes and be with yourself for a moment, for a few breaths. We're going to push onto our feet, but get them apart first. Turn your toes a little bit out and push onto the feet. Find yourself in the yoga squat. Elbows inside the knees, knees pushing against the elbows, elbows pushing out against the knees, hands in prayer pose right at the heart. Lift the chest, lift the top of the head up. All right, hands to the floor in front of your feet. We're going to drop the head and lift the hips. Forward fold. And let your feet be a little wider than your hips. And let your hips move in a figure 8. Release your neck, let your head drop. Release everything in the back, and the neck, and the shoulders, and the arms. Hips are moving in a figure 8, and let's reverse that figure 8 movement. See if you can
do it opposite direction. It's not quite so fluid, is it? Yes, we have habits built into our muscle memory and our bones know that routine, so it's good to do it the opposite way. Good for your brain, good for your body. All right, we just relax now, and let's take the elbows into a folded position so they're very, very heavy, and drop the head hanging from your hips. Ragdoll. Beautiful. Hands to the floor and heel toe your feet a little bit wider. Bend one knee and then the other. And hands can walk back and forth if you need to. Or they can stay in one place. Bend one knee and then the other, straightening the opposite leg. Make sure your toes are pointing forward now. We're going to bring the right hand to the little toe edge of the left foot. And the left hand reaches up to the ceiling. You can look up. You probably can't see your fingertips. You might be able to see your thumb out of the corner of your eye. Bring it down, and let's figure 8 again. Come back to the center. Left hand to the little toe edge of your right foot. Right hand up into the air above your shoulder, looking up. Keep breathing. Hands down. Walk your hands one step forward, so you almost have a square between your feet and your hands. And we're going to move the belly button in a circle. A small circle, doesn't have to be very big. Quadruped stance, this is called. And then reverse your circle, go the other way around. And heel toe your feet together. And bring your hands to your knees, round your back, and walk up your thighs. Come to mountain stance. How you doing? You still with me? Thank you. All right, we've got a few more minutes together, so let's stand tall. Make sure your heels are under your hips and your toes are pointing forward. Spread those toes out a little bit on the floor. Put your heels down hard into the floor and your balls of your feet down hard into the floor. But lift the arch and bring that lifted arch energy up into the legs. Lift the knees, tighten the thighs, belly in, hips turned just down, tailbone turned down as if the tailbone wants to reach down towards your heels. And lift your sternum, shoulders back. Arms hang. Eyes look up. We're going to bring the hands out and up. Breathe in. And down to the heart. Exhale. Push it up. Breathe in. Arms out to the side. Exhale. 3 times like that. Breathe in. So let's do a moon salutation together. Moon salutation celebrates feminine energy. So it goes through the needle, the crescent, the needle, the crescent. Then we go to full moon, which is open out, and woman warrior, out, back to needle. So it's like that. You'll take your step out for woman warrior, back to needle, out the other side for woman warrior, and out. So we start with mountain pose, but the feet are together. If they're not actually touching, it's okay, but closer together than just under your hips as we normal stand in mountain pose. Bend the knees and bring it out and up. Breathe in, find needle pose. The fingers are in temple position, which means your index fingers point up, but everything else is clasped tight. And we squeeze the arms against the ears and stuck the belly in. Stand as thin and as tall like a needle as you can. Breathe in. And then the hands come to prayer pose over your heart, over your head, and bend your knees slightly. Soften the body and round one way. This is crescent. And come back to needle. Exhale, crescent the other way. And back to needle. And we're going to open out, take one step out, and turn your toes out just a little bit here for stability. Bend the knees down, bend the elbows, bend the wrists. Palms out like you're going to hold a tray. You look up through the top of the eyes and stick the tongue out and go like a silent scream. And then point to the sky with fingers and the top of, looking up through the top of your eyes. 5-pointed star, breathe in. Woman warrior down. And 5-pointed star. Back to needle. Squeeze it up. Crescent. Soft and curved. Needle pose. Crescent the other direction, soft and curved. And up we go, breathe in. Woman warrior the other side. Toes pointed slightly out, elbows, knees, and wrists bend. Look up through the top of your eyes, tongue comes out, silent scream. 5-pointed star, breathe in. Come down again. And up again. Back to needle. Squeeze it up. Soften crescent. Inhale, squeeze up. Soften crescent the other direction. And up. Bring the hands to your heart. Prayer pose. Let's take a step out. Bring the feet out a little bit. Let's come down to the chair pose. Bend down like you're coming into a chair and reach the arms straight up so the hips are sinking down, the heels are strong in the floor, the fingers and the top of the head are reaching up. Stand tall, reach up, breathe in, and come into your celebration pose. Bring the arms out slightly and lift the heart. Celebration pose, celebrating life. Celebrating this moment. Beautiful. Thank you for that. Let's come back to seated for the last few minutes together. Thank you. I see all of your little icons at the top of the screen. Thank you so much for joining me. So bring your hands to your knees, straighten up that back, release your shoulders and arms. And let's do a little bit of that Kapalabhati breathing, the breathing that sounds a little bit like a freight train. So the belly button does all the work. The belly comes in with an exhalation through the nose, and then as you release your belly, the air flows in through the nose easily on its own. You don't have to think about inhaling. You only have to think about squeezing the belly in for the exhale. So we'll start with a big inhale, just a normal big inhalation. Let it all go. Halfway in. And begin your Kapalabhati breathing. If you can't go fast, it's okay. You'll learn to go faster over time. Okay, breathe in. Exhale everything out. And let your breathing return to normal. Close the eyes. Drift in your internal universe. Let's see if we can do 2 more rounds of Kapalabhati breathing this morning. Breathe in. All the way out. Halfway in, and go ahead.
Breathe in. All the way out. Return to normal breathing. Let's give it another try. Breathe in. Breathe out. Halfway in. Breathe in and out. Beautiful, thank you. That brings a lot of energy into the body. It really invigorates the whole metabolism. Breathing is a wonderful way to stimulate your metabolism. Even just breathing long, slow, deep, full breaths stimulates all of the cells to do their thing in the body, to get rid of the wastes and to bring in the fresh fuel that they need to get that circulation of the blood and the chi moving through the body. So remember to breathe with intention and awareness throughout your day. Take your yoga with you as you go. If you have to stand somewhere, stand in mountain pose. If you're driving and you're stuck in traffic, connect down into your seat of the car and connect and breathe with awareness and intention. Be grateful for every moment that you have above ground. It's all good, right? Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you on, okay, it's Easter weekend, so Saturday we do have yoga at Joga if you're on St. Martin. Monday is Easter Monday. That's a big holiday in St. Martin, and Joga is closed, so we won't be at the studio on Monday. But traditionally, everybody goes for a nice swim in the ocean. So if you can manage to do that, it's an awesome thing to do for Easter Monday or for any day, really. I grant you my most sincere namaste. Thank you for joining me from the bottom of my heart. I greatly appreciate your positivity and support. Namaste.